Welcome to Baker's channel where stories unfold, covering trial dramas untold. Grab your seat, settle in, start the show. Courtroom clashes, the fun we bestow. Baker's channel, action's hot, dramas and fun, all we got. Discuss, debate, break it down. Baker's channel, just the best in town. Lawyers smart, tensions high, sparks fly. We laugh, we learn, dive into the why. Join the chat, have your say, it's your place too. Every twist, we're here for you. Baker's channel, action's hot, draws and fun, all we got. Discuss, debate, break it down. Baker's channel, just the best in town. Day and place, I join the crowd. Baker's channel, we're live and loud.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whoever you are, what, if any, you may be. Just a little, probably shorter stream, talking about our dear Sarah and some inmate notes that has been dropped, where we can learn a little bit about how wonderful Sarah is as an inmate. If you remember, Sarah is a person who excels at everything she does. Also being an inmate, which will be clear in a bit. Hey, Lorelei, and Irish, and the Hell-Raising Angel, and K. Marshall, Susan B. Womack, Peter A. I thought you were at court today. Turtle Boy will be in court today. Hey, Nosy Rosie. Yeah, I had plans. I changed plans. Hey, Renee. Good to see you. Texas. Helen from Holland. And Fubar from down under. I'm tired from all the Baker promotion this morning at 6 a.m. Well, thank you for promoting me over on Nick's channel. Very gracious of you. Celestial Force. Hola. No, because I can't drink. I won't drink. Hey, Michelle. And Sweet Tooth Fairy. What the Boone is going on? Well, we'll find out. She is a wonderful person. Yeah, I think she'll be very, very good to her friends. Hey, Saboina. Hey, Venus. Marley Mom. And Tris Ballet. Where are you in Delaware? I was in... I should look up. Where was I in Delaware? See if I can remember it. I was near Milford, I believe. Was it Milford I was in? Yeah, I was in Milford, Delaware. I believe it was Milford. Yes, and the heartbeat, because my heart beat for Denmark. Hey, Wisconsin. What if any inmates is the best of the best? Sarah Boone. Hey, Drop Dead Fred. Does the new king have a name? Which new king? Yeah, I'm hunting those 12,000 before my 2-year anniversary. Sarah always have a suitcase packed for any occasion. Well, this is called edging. I'll edge you along. So until the numbers, we're at 68. We need one more before we go. And we lost one. That's not the way it's supposed to go. I was telling the 302. Oh, just back from beautiful Prince Edward Island. I know Prince Albert. Hey, Jennifer. And again, to honor our lovely Sarah, I have a Dr. Pepper. Oh, the Westie. That's Monty. He returned to his family yesterday. Monsieur Fedorowski, or should I say Bienvenido? No. No. Hola. I can't say Monsieur. And hey, UK, Leslie. Yeah, it's dark and rainy in Denmark too. I don't think we had summer this year. Just don't pack your boyfriend in a suitcase. Why do you think you haven't seen Valhalla in a long time? I was in southern Delaware. I live in North Wilmington, which is 20 minutes from Philly. Oh. Ripping isn't a word, apparently. Well, I'm ripping. Thank you, Danny T. I was waiting for you. People were getting anxious and say, when are we going to start? And I said, can't do it without my main squeeze, Danny T. There used to be a joke about Prince Albert in the can. Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Sammy Spills. I don't have a basement. He's in my suitcase. Hey, Susie. Good day to you as well. But what is it that my lovely Snoops found? This is inmate behavior notes starting August 5th. And devotional in touch, I don't know what that is. A laptop, thumb dial, discovery hard drive issued to inmate Boone. A laptop discovery returned to FDC Miami Control. That's at 10:36 a.m. till 4:13 a.m. Then she had her USB and laptop USB and discovery hard drive arrives in dorm at 8:30. Inmate verbally refused breakfast. She's on a diet. Boone returned laptop and drives at 4 o'clock. That's 1600 hours. That's 4 o'clock. And 10:30, the next 10:22 p.m. She has Sarah was called out for an attorney visit in FDC B dorm. Inmate Boone stated, "No, I don't have an attorney. I had too many random people coming to see because of my case. I took the paperwork from the attorney and delivered the paperwork to inmate Boone." That's at 10:22. Hey, Sandy. No, I'm not gonna make fun of you anymore. I try. Hey, Anima Rumpy. Devotional might be a religious reading thing. Oh, thank you so much. No conjugal? Damn. Some guys will get very sad. I know Tom Gillis was hoping on it. Inmate Boone was advised at approximately 21:59 hours, that's 10 o'clock at night, that she had an attorney visit. Inmate Boone requested to know who the attorney was, being that she had no attorney assigned to her. Inmate Boone stated that she does not feel comfortable visiting anyone that she does not know because crazy people have been reaching out and scheduling visits with her, claiming to be someone they are not. Inmate Boone was notified that the attorney's name was James Wachewski. However, due to inmate Boone's attorney's departure, she began to remember who he was and became upset. Inmate Boone mentioned that she has met with him previously and that he traveled from Tallahassee just to meet with her. It was explained to inmate Boone that we are not responsible for his departure. She was notified of his presence and her delay in response. This is for documentation and informational purpose. So Sarah had an attorney who she talked to earlier, visiting him, but because Sarah is such a A-list student, she forgot who that attorney was, and then she got mad when he left because she didn't want to see him, because now she wanted to see him. She is the quintessential woman. I shouldn't say stuff like that. That's why I become a misogynist. I didn't finish my Camaro. No, I'm gonna do that when I'm done with this stream. Was that one of the two YouTube lawyers that went to see her? Wasn't that there was that guy who wanted to do an interview with her because he believed that she was being treated unfairly? I think that might be that guy. Hey, Virginia Little. I thought you were writing her dating profile for her. I can't get a date myself. How can I get her one? Hey, Candy. Again, got a laptop the next day. I spoke with inmate Boone about the items in her property. Inmate Boone stated she has everything she needed to properly represent herself. This entry is for informational purpose only. Inmate Boone returned a laptop, thumb drive, and hard disk to this officer at 2:25. Items was returned to the control room. And at 4:28 p.m., Inmate Boone turned in a request form attached with a letter for Captain Di Giovanni, CPL Corporal. Then Pat received the letter and gave it to Sergeant Di Jesus due to Captain Di Giovanni not being here. It will be given to her upon her return. Inmate Boone was made aware, informational purpose. So, Snoops, if you can find that. Sarah Boone received 3 USB laptops and 2 boxes with Discovery paperwork at 12:09 p.m. Sarah Boone laptop 3 USB have been returned to main control at 4:23. She's really working on it. Then we have her getting the laptop the next morning again. Inmate Boone exit for an interview at 9:14. Inmate Boone returned all USB cord and laptop at 4:10. So she's doing it. Inmate refused breakfast tray, got her laptop back, returned the laptop. So not so much crazy there, other than her not wanting to talk to her attorney because she didn't know who the attorney was, and then remembered who her attorney was. I'm always getting accused of misogyny. She's everything and everyone to be on. She wants everyone and everything and everyone to be on her schedule. Yeah. So you are not married? Oh, no. I dodged that bullet. The what do you call it? The engagement was longer than my marriage, but I got 2 kids, so I got something out of it. Returned laptop, returned to unit from attorney interview with laptop, hard drive, and USB at approximately 10 in the morning. So she has an attorney interview. Inmate Boone returned her laptop at 4. So she's keeping the hours she was given, 8 to 4. 3 USB, 1 Discovery hard drive issued, offered to Inmate Boone. He refused due to her going to court. So that's the last time she's in court. Negative officer contact. Inmate Boone was advised not to wear her altered inmate blues uniform to downtown court. While Inmate Boone appeared for her scheduled court appearance, it was discovered by CRSO Jones that Boone had altered her county-issued blues with staples along the seam of her pants legs. Inmate Boone was counseled for this negative behavior and informed that her blues was considered contraband and issued more blues. So, because Sarah isn't eating her breakfast, her legs are getting skinnier. But Sarah still want to cut a nice profile in her inmate blues. So she used staples to make the pants smaller in her trousers. And I thought Sarah's legs was what really drew me to this case, because her straddling that bush. Whew, as a single man, it doesn't take much to rev my engine, but her saying, "Can I have my Dr. Pepper? I have so dry mouth." And then straddling that bush and going to the spigot. It's almost like you ladies when you hear Higgins text you, well. Wonder how she's done through withdrawal. Well, she's been in withdrawal for a long time. She's been in prison for 4 years. Hey, Jacob Castro, how you doing? Well, we just got to the good part where she altered her pants with staples because she has too skinny legs. Yeah, I am married to all y'all. I think it's it's not legal. Well, a man wants what a man wants. That's my problem. How did she get a stapler? I bet you some officer gave her a stapler to clip some papers together, even though she's not allowed to have paper clips. And I actually had a case because in Denmark they have I know they have them in America too, work programs in prisons. So one of these were something where they had like a thick wooden plank and a machine to do some kachunk, which was made of metal. And these inmates were in the work area working that, and someone might have said something about someone else's mom. So one of them took that apparatus and just go. Nice surveillance sounds on that one. You could hear that. That was a fun case. Yeah, out in front of her house. Hey, well, DK Cripple. Better late than never. Polygamy. Yeah, it does something to me. I don't know why. It's like Lefty when he gets a Bud Light. Some fun facts. I used a stapler to mend some pants I busted out of in high school, and I stapled my leg by accident. Turns out you should take the pants off first. When we were doing the live show on Friday Night Live, I busted my pants just before the show was about to start. So I had to go home and change. That's why I was a little bit late. Moist O'Clock isn't getting here quick enough. Well, it's always Moist O'Clock. Well, Jamie isn't here. She has abandoned me. Sarah is her own worst enemy, I'm afraid. No, Sarah is a straight A student who excels at everything she does, even getting a good cut in her jeans. Yeah, but she's not allowed to have the paper clips. They said that the last time because she complained about how to keep her papers together, and they said, "Well, we can give you some manila folders or envelopes you can have to put it in." And she was, "I want to staple them." It's okay, Martin. You'll get a free pass. They removed every staple from 2 bankers boxes worth of Discovery, but they gave her a stapler. No, yeah, I don't understand that how she got to do that. It's very easy to eat too much and bust pants in the state. It was an old pair of shorts, and I don't think it was because my bow tie was getting too big. They were just worn out. What's worse, Sarah's pants falling down or her stapling them? Well, it's a long time since we had a bowl. Remember, she asked for a skirt when she goes to court because they argued about that buzzing device they put on her. Can they move it up further so I can't see it? I think she was instructed about it at 3:51 p.m. So it must have been when she returned from court. There's a Boone, Tennessee you ought to have visited. There's a lot of places. I didn't even go to that place that sells moonshine. This trial is set to start on October 7th. If you're going to climb into a suitcase, you should wear stretchy pants. Just a tip. Yeah, she's going to wear, but this is for the pre-trial things. Hey, Mom of 10. No, there was no jurors for the pre-trial hearing. That happened to my husband at work in front of 2 patients. It was horribly embarrassing. His booty was getting too big. Haters. I'm just gonna do the Mix-a-Lot thing and say I like big butts and I cannot lie. Other fellas might deny. Am I in the 19th percent? Should I know what that means? Oh, yeah, I like her legs. I like that alcoholic, loose skin, very pale. Boone was given 2 property bags to secure her discovery documents and was also given several manila envelopes. That's from the last hearing. She was told that. And she was provided her laptop at 8 o'clock in the evening. And she returned her laptop at 10 o'clock. She was giving her laptop at 8 the next morning, and in the morning, at 7:48, inmate Boone notified staff that she was not sure that she was going to use the laptop because she is unable to get internet. Inmate Boone stated that she will let staff know when she is ready to use the laptop. At 9 o'clock, inmate Boone approached staff and requested to use the laptop. The laptop was provided to inmate Boone in commercial purpose. Inmate Boone verbally refused her breakfast tray. On Friday, August 16th, at approximately 7:30, I informed inmate Boone that the laptop will be made available for her to utilize between the hours of 8 and 4. At approximately 7:42 hours, the laptop arrived. I don't know why there was a special one for this. On Friday, August 16th, inmate Boone requested an extra small uniform shirt, verbally. Also, inmate request form. Inmate Boone complains that the small uniform shirts issued to her has an improper fit, too big. Inmate Boone complains the small uniform shirts are revealing. I contacted uniform supply. I was informed the smallest uniform shirt is a small. Inmate Boone requested to receive an extra small prior to her meeting on Saturday, August 17. So I like this. She's a good Christian woman. She doesn't want to be improper when she is having a meeting showing too much of the boobial area. I like that. Again, if Florida, if you want to lower taxes, doing the Sarah Boone case, you do like on certain websites where you can get a vibrator for a set amount of time. You'll open up so we can super chat and shock her during the trial. I'll bet you could take away property tax with the amount of super chats people would be paying. Jenny, you're the lucky one. Does she want skinny legs so she can slip her ankle SAP monitor and escape? I don't know what. Maybe she's just in the commissary. Josie, can we get her commissary bill to see what she eats? God broke the mold when he made Sarah. I'm not saying because Jesus was unique too. And Sarah isn't quite there yet, but she is a saint. Only one day she went to church, but don't mind that. Funny story about some Mix-a-Lot song. My real last name is Butts, so that's like my jam. Well, I you don't ask a lady if she's heavy set, Baker. Come on now. Hey, Susie. Can't focus. Can't think of a damn name that rhymes with passport. We're on first name terms, damn it. Well, that's why I introduced myself as Baker. It's kind of weird when I met that congressman and said, just call me Baker. Hey, Quinn Olive. Gerda, thank you for being a part of this wonderful community. Maybe if she showed more boo-edge, she would get more stables. It works on Twitch. The more boo-edge, the more super chats. I commend you for not changing it early on. Even I want to giggle and it's silly. What doesn't she complain about? Well, she's been mistreated. I have seen a few YouTubers gone that route, and it's fine. You can watch trials any way you like. I'm not. Who am I to disagree? And of course, she's always innocent until proven guilty. But at some point, you have to agree that they gave her so much rope she could hang herself in it twice. A Butkus last name, but pretty certain that one wasn't real. Yeah, back in the good old days. I can use the words thick and proud. That's not offensive. Some will find that offensive. Believe you, I've seen my comments. Hey, Squappy. Escort. Ford Escort, not the female escorts. It's not okay. Other people know I'm offended, mad, and disappointed. Well, if you go, you don't have to go that far back. Just go back and watch all my streams from, I believe, February. At some point, I'll say it. And you might even pick up my last name at too. Oh, thank you, Darlene. The Darlene. Yeah, that video, as I was just hanging out with MG, Shizzy, and Volstorm. And I said, my opening statement would be, look at this video, play the two videos of him in a suitcase. Then I played the interview where she admits it 10 times that she did it. And I'll say, state rests. Yeah, she bought all the rope. I made a nice espresso. But you're in Spain, so why are you drinking French? No, Italian coffee. She's misunderstood. Well, in Denmark, this is how you spell poop in Danish. So in Denmark, the saying goes that Ford is the only company to spell shit with an F and a D. I shouldn't say stuff like that. I don't think Fedorowski remembers either. Hey, what's up, Charles? You a little late? Going to watch from start. Bring on the Boone. Those pre-hide and seek videos are just insane. She's drunk. No, they were. They had one bottle of wine. We found 2 bottles of wine, and I don't drink. No, Danny T. This is a stream where we try to be a little serious. We're not here, and I removed all of those from my. I think, yeah. I don't have that in my overlays anymore. I only have my corner kisser. Having a great day. Hey, rescue puppy. We were making puzzles, and we were finding music on Google and no, on YouTube. And then I don't know what happened. Went up. We were playing hide and seek. Just order an Americano. She can't drink. She won't drink. Exactly. Oh yeah, those videos I showed yesterday. Yeah, she was diggity drunk. The way she jumped out of, oh, the cops are here, and then she put on that pouty face. I don't know what's wrong with this woman. She is cray. I'm in the other bay, not Byron. Oh, okay. No, my name isn't Pissport. I'm very concerned about the state of Florida trying to criminalize hide and seek. Agree. Just stick to all the Instagram models who do drugs and are off people. That's what Florida should crack down on. Locked Jorge in the suitcase, but they were having a great day. Could you imagine if she were her own definition of drunk? Could you imagine her having a bad day? That's oh. She got her laptop back. I informed inmate Boot that she had until 11 o'clock to utilize her. She got her. No, she got. Oh, she returned her USB and Discovery hard drive at approximately 9:45. I informed inmate Boone that she had until 11 to utilize it. She said she needed a mental break and would not like to utilize it. Informant. Jesus Christ, they're spelling worse than I am reading. FFOINFFORMATIONAL. For informational purpose, but put together. On Saturday, inmate Boone requested to shower prior to 0800 due to a meeting conducted on today. Inmate Boone was afforded the opportunity to shower at approximately 18 past 7. On Saturday, August 17th, at approximately 7:15 hours, I informed inmate Boone the laptop USB drive and Discovery hard drive would be available for her users between 8 and 4. That's the same again. She got the hard drive. On August 17, inmate Boone was on an interview with a professional visitor. This visitor informed staff that he had legal mail for inmate Boone. Sergeant Dunn, Corporal Hall, and I searched inmate Boone's property. During the search, the following items were amongst her legal mail: paper clips, staples, clear Ziploc bags, one, written tablet with staples attached. Writing tablet? During the search, inmate Boone became argumentative and questioning staff why her property was being searched. I explained to inmate Boone that she is subject to search at any time. Inmate was not receptive. So she was trying to hide that. That's a little thing you probably shouldn't do, but of course, don't get mad when you don't get your way. So really, the only thing she did wrong was stapling her pants, and the small part about locking Jorge in, hiding contraband in her bags. But other than that, straight A student. I think Miss Boone is at 10 to midnight on the spectrum. Sorry about being unpolitically honest. I think she's a cray-cray. Yeah, it's annoying to read. I'm leaving to watch Fed's videos as I know his name. Everyone should go watch Fed's videos, even though this is not his real name. Yeah, she's an alcoholic, and she's an emotional alcoholic. So that's why she's up and down all the time. She is queen of the jail. Who have told you otherwise? Yeah. Hey, Dina. Doe. You get what you get and you don't get upset. Yeah, it's not like she's at Club Fed. She is in prison. Mm. Cray Cray works too. It's the YouTube way to say it. She got her laptop late because of staff's shortage. She got her gave her laptop back. She again verbally refused her breakfast. On Sunday, August 18, at approximately 7:15, he informed her that her laptop would be available between 8 and 4. At approximately 7:24, she was given it. On August 18, at approximately 8 o'clock, I issued one laptop, USB drive, and Discovery to inmate Boone. At approximately 10 past 8, I was informed by inmate Sarah Boone the issued laptop was not charging. Sergeant White Dunn was notified and responded with a charger. At approximately 9 o'clock, the laptop began charging. Inmate Boone was notified. At approximately 10:15, I reissued laptop to inmate Boone. The 3 USB drives and 1 Discovery hard drive were secured in 1 plastic bag together. At approximately 10:45 hours, Sarah Boone turned in a request. The request referred receiving an ink pen and paper from staff. Sergeant White Dunn was notified and retrieved inmate Boone's request form. Sergeant White Dunn returned to B dorm with 2 inmate pens for inmate Boone Sarah to utilize. At approximately 10:59 hours, I issued 2 inmate pens to Sarah Boone. Sergeant Dunn informed that she issued inmate Boone legal paper yesterday. At approximately 11:04, I was informed by inmate Boone the laptop was charged to 52%. As the dorm officer, I'm aware that inmate Boone is to receive a laptop per set schedule. I'm also aware that she tends to use it frequently. However, I noticed today that she didn't ask for it since my arrival to shift. I then Jesus Christ, this is bad writing. Can you see this? Per set of schedule. Frequently. Ify. It's not just because I'm kind of late in French that I can't read it. I then asked if she would like to utilize her laptop privileges, to which she stated, "Yes, I've been wanting to use it, but you didn't ask me. I was told that you guys are to ask me if I want to use it, and I'm not to ask any questions." It should be noted that inmate Boone has been briefed by staff regarding her laptop usage since she first received it, and is to ask the dorm officer for it if she would like to use it. Again, she did not notify me that she would like to use it, at any time since my arrival to shift. She received the laptop and Corporal Ward was notified. Moments later, while I was conducting a visual inspection, she stated to me that the laptop was low on battery, to which I looked and confirmed that it was. Inmate Boone then requested a statement form stating, "This is the third day in a row that it's been given to me with a dead battery. It's supposed to be charged. May I have the statement form that they give you guys to document when I don't use the laptop? I want to write about the laptops constantly being dead." She was given the form and the laptop was placed on the charger. This entry for documental purpose only. Inmate Boone is currently pro se and is allowed a laptop per schedule hours of the day. Inmate Boone is currently pro se, and that's the same. The laptop had a low battery and needed to be charged. An entry was made hours ago by this officer regarding the battery and also Inmate Boone requesting a statement form. While collecting the form, what the hell? Again, it's just not me. While collecting the FIOM, I think that's the form from Inmate Boone. I informed to her that the laptop is now charged and should be ready for use in the morning. I also told her that I will make the day shift officer aware that the laptop is to be charged once she is finished with it, so that she can utilize it during the night shift. Inmate Boone then stated, "Miss Ford, I will take the form back. I didn't really want to turn it in. It's okay. I will keep it in my documents. Just please let the officer know that it has to be charged. I can't do anything without it." I gave her the form back and Sergeant Moreno was notified. This is for information purposes only. So, these were the latest shenanigans from our lovely Mrs. Boone. Same pattern over and over again. I'm the queen of the castle. I'll try to. Hello, Brandy. Brandy is going to Florida next month because there's a case. I'm reading up on it. I might do a stream later today about the. I had it up at some point. Now I can't find it. I did my work today, and so it should be because there's a case. Brandy knows a friend of the defendant. It is the Lori Shaver. The Laurie Shaver case. I might look at it later today, maybe tomorrow. Depends on how much, because there's a very long probable cause affidavit. I haven't found any videos. Thank you, Josie. She's my looking for stuff person. Haven't found any videos from court proceedings, but there's a video where she's not guilty. Her and her attorney have made a YouTube video. So I'll probably do a video later reading through the probable cause affidavit, and then we can watch the video where they will tell us why she is not guilty. Hey, Solly from Boston. She's working systems no one else explores. She's just a retard. Thank you so much, Camper for Life. Jeff was banned for a week or something. Yes. I've only seen it on the Twitch thread. YouTube have banned him for a community poll that he never put up. And now they won't reinstate him because they claim he deleted the poll he never put up. This is why we, all of us YouTubers, no matter if we are on screen together or we try to help each other out, because YouTube is really, really hard to navigate. It's the same. I've been talking about it a lot. Go back, check the people you normally watch live if you're still subscribed, because now they're cracking down on live content. Next month, they'll be cracking down on shorts. We never know what happens. And when we have a problem, I have been in in chat with YouTube support. One day I had to wait an hour and 30 minutes to get someone to answer me back. When they answered me back, I kept writing the same thing, and they kept giving me the same answer. And I said, "Can I get a human? I don't want to talk to AI, but I am a human." Said, "But you're not answering. You're not reading what I'm writing. Have you looked in the Q&A?" Yes, I am not functionally late in French. But so I really hope go in there if you're on TwitTwat, repost his complaints about it and tag Team YouTube. Normally that makes them work a little bit harder if there's a poo storm coming their way on Twitter. That's a totally fair complaint. They won't let her have a charging cord because of safety. They need to charge. I agree. Of course, the laptop should be charged whenever she needs it. Exactly. That's. I agree. She should have a fully charged laptop. Yes, she's keeping that form to bring it to court to say prison is bad. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Lorry shaver. That's what I said, Jamie. What did I say? But because Jamie will not Jamie. Now I'm messing everything up. Lorry. Jesus Christ. Not no. Don't say that. Brandy will be down there, so I'm. If it's gonna be live stream, I might live stream it, and if we're lucky, maybe we can get Brandy to come in and in breaks and tell us how court is. She can be our body language expert. Sarah should claim that Jorge decided he would rather suffocate in the suitcase than spend one more good day with her. Yeah, and just show those videos where she jumps out of the house. Oh, the cops are here. Allegedly crazy lady. Allegedly crazy. I have to read because I get a lot of complaints when I don't pre-read everything, and then but sometimes they put spelling mistakes in there, so it's hard for me to read. So I have to run through, but it's 10 pages of affidavit. So I'm thinking we're good. It's a weird case. She's now blaming her 7-year-old for doing the pew-pewing. We'll do it later if Jamie can get out of bed. I'm not convinced that she threw the suitcase down the stairs, but she's guilty anyway. I don't know with the stair things. I just know she flipped it over at one point. Are you always wanting to stream murder unaliving? There's a ton of litigation drama out there. Yeah, but it's not televised. No. What R word? As long as I call myself late in French, it shouldn't be a problem. If there's any good cases coming up you see out there, please go on the Discord. Tell me about it. If there's a chance they're televised. I had hope for that 7 deadly sins case, but Alabama doesn't show it, so that kind of ruined this week. I'm always looking for it. Would I like to have a case where I can just laugh at people and don't have to think about 5-year-olds being unalived by their crack addict mom and dad and stepmom? Yeah. Would it be fun sometimes, not always discussing if, yeah, well, if they had just done this, they would still be breathing. I think I could do that, but I don't want to do a Murdoch trial, 6 weeks of financial crimes. Oh yeah, how did that go? I went to bed right before he started. I saw a screenshot of Brandy looking kind of like she had lost it a little bit. Do you see as much corruption in Denmark in courts as we see in other parts of the world? Denmark is renowned for being one of the least corrupt countries in the world. And we don't have any politics in our court system. We don't have elected judges. We don't have. I have to win re-election as a prosecutor. So no. Do I see shenanigans? Yes. Do I see attempts to do shenanigans? Yes. Have we had cases where some lawyers might have done unethical stuff? Of course. That's everywhere. It's not unique, but we don't have any. I think one of the biggest problem in America is that when people need to get re-elected to keep their job, you can say that you get to control how the DA's office is working when it's when you can re-elect them. But then you have a guy like Morrissey who has run unopposed for 40 years, who still racks up 240,000 in contributions to his election campaign. No one's running against him, but he still gets $250,000 in contributions. So that's my channel information. That's actually the thing I was waiting for YouTube to inform me. I actually have I have 4 emails at tech help at YouTube to tell me why my banner doesn't change, even though I have changed the text. They can't tell me. Have you read the Q&A? Have you tried doing it? Have you tried updating? Have you tried saving? Have you tried changing? So I have 4 mails I've sent. Hey, I was informed I should contact you and ask about this. A week later, still haven't had an answer on the first one. YouTube isn't that great for. I don't make enough money that I'm important on YouTube. Pants are prison just gave a whole new meaning. Exactly. Hey, Joe. I'm Generation X. I don't know. I'm a boomer. Brandy is funny every day. So straight A's in torturing him. Yes. Well, that took it away. It's actually one of the last shirts I got from my mom before she passed away. But as you can see, it's a heartbeat, and then it's a Danish flag. So I have Danish in my heartbeat because my heart beats for Denmark. Do I have any previous Denmark cases that I've covered? I have 2, but we don't have audio or visual from court, so it's really hard to try. And I did some recap videos on days in court, and it's really hard to do when you can't get that. You can't feel the vibe. Everything is. That's why I don't like reading blogs and stuff like that. I like to listen or watch, because then you can tell how people mean what they say. It's really hard on text. Tiffany Haynard. Don't know who that is. Hey, bad dog. Just read on our local Orlando newspaper today that the police have 0 plans to charge Soto's mom with anything. Don't know who that is. It's really hard to be a public servant when so much time and effort is spent on getting re-elected, fundraising. The focus is in the wrong place. That's another thing. Your system kind of shuts down for half a year up until an election. Of course, our politicians also go out and talk to their supporters, but we don't have these big things. We have 3 weeks before an election. You'll put up posters in the street lights, the local library, local school, the Wyman's Club, whatever, will arrange a political debate where almost every party normally get invited, and you'll show up and you'll have a political debate. We don't have, of course, when we have the big election, they'll have the fancy people on televised debates, but normally most of our election is those 3 weeks up until election day. We don't have like now with you have a primary process and then you have an election campaign for 2 months. We just have those 3 weeks is when you have an election. Yeah, it's that level of tech support you get. Yeah, you need a well, I think at least above 50,000 I think some of the law tubers got personal representatives, but the rest of us we just have to wait on the phone like everyone else. Well, I'm trying to change it, but it won't update. I don't know why. I can't figure out why. Europe is classier than USA. Well, we have a long history, but we are also less nimble. We are set in very long traditions. When you talk about traditions, we call that, oh, yesterday. Um, we have a history that's our first recorded history is, I think we kind of started with the attack on Lindisfarne in 788, 76, 786. That's kind of where we start talking about the Nordic people. And our first mention of Denmark is from 965. So we have a few more years to get cultural in. But the problem is we also have 900 years extra history that slows us down because we have always done this. We have always done that. So we don't change as fast as Americans. You put a pep in your step. That's what I say. Every country is great and every country is bad. So it doesn't matter. Every country you live in will always have flaws because you see it. When you look in at Denmark and see, oh, the healthcare system, paid schools, everything, you don't see the 42% tax, the 25% value added tax. You don't see the 168% tax on a car. You don't see that 86% of my electricity bill is just taxes. The smallest part I pay for electricity is the electricity. The rest is just taxes. So you don't see all those parts that I pay for all the free stuff I get. It's always moist somewhere. Scotland and Ireland have a crazy long history and tradition. I like that about us. Yeah. And we made you famous when we came over and rated you. Yeah. Well, you can find that everywhere. You can find actually where I live. We have a lot of leftovers from back when we were gatherers because I live right next to an ocean. So we have a lot of settlements here. But if we talk about history, we have to go back to the Viking ages. Yeah, and people are sitting there and thinking, "Oh, it's so nice. At least we don't have everything in our country trying to kill us." That's the perfect thing about Denmark. God don't hate us. Yeah, a lot of our peasants. Actually, one of my forefathers, he robbed a bank and fled to America. Your grandmother was Swedish. I'm sorry. Hopefully, it was the part of Sweden that used to be Danish. My mother's father immigrated to the US from Denmark when he was a little boy between first kerfuffle and second kerfuffle. Yeah, there was a big, was it around 1920, maybe 1920, just before the crack, because we had a big part of southern Denmark that was voted back to us from Germany. They had taken it in the Napoleonic Wars, and well, not in the Napoleonic Wars, in the War of 1864, but because we had been stupid and we lost a lot of land. We lost Norway in the Napoleonic Wars. That's how it is. Hey, PP. Oh, we just had a shooting today in Copenhagen. So we have them too. Remember, we have 5 million people. You have 365 million. Yeah, probably because we had a big boom during the first World Cup and we weren't part of it. We sold a lot of goods to both sides. So there was a lot of booming economy going on, but still we were changing from being an agricultural society to be more of an industrialized society. So a lot of people said, "Well, I'm going to move to the Americas and try and build my fortune over there," because we had a big part of Jutland is really bad. Don't go into history lesson. The last ice age stopped in the middle of the part of Denmark called Jutland. So the part for the west of the line where the ice shelf stopped is really bad agricultural land. And that big part, they had tried to be growing crops out there, couldn't do it really. So a lot of people who were farmers in that area went to Americas to pursue the American dream, which is Chick-fil-A, a 9 mil, and real beer. Real beer still haven't been found in America. The War of Danish Aggression. Never had Danish aggression. Well, Irish probably don't like us either. Still a lot less, yeah, but it's also a lot less legal. But still, gun problems have gone up. I didn't see it. Canada is very expensive. So is Denmark. Remember, in Denmark, we pay for 1/4 of a gallon almost the same as you pay for a gallon of gas. Hey, Sleuthy Goosey. Oh, England has a lot of stabulations. Well, it's just not in the text. So people who are watching, I had someone in the video I cut down from the Boone said I talk too much. Well, there was a video about me talking about how stupid I found Boone. Then how did Norway emancipate from Sweden in the late 1800s on May 17th? Now I got to find out. It's because we lost them to Sweden in the Napoleonic Wars because we were betting on Sweden. No, on Napoleon. He lost. And then we lost. Norway was like our Alabama. We weren't that nice to them. We didn't give them that much food, and no one lived up there until they found oil. No one knew where Norway was. It was just a hat on top of Denmark. But we couldn't let. It's like you can't leave your kids unsupervised. So when we lost control, the parental rights, it went to the evil stepmom, which is Sweden. And they were very mean to them. It was the worst. They reminiscent about the days when Denmark was there. They loved us. We might have exterminated the most of the city up there just to make them sure that they loved us, but they deserved it. And then they left Sweden. And what do you do when you leave Sweden? Because you need to have a king. But where do you get a king? Of course, they got a Danish king. So even though Fedorowski will say he's Norwegian, his king is ipso facto Danish. Ipso facto, he's Danish. I I like the Chickafill. I like that. Yeah, it takes too much effort. Wales also have a long history. Yeah, and they have a cool history. Yeah, it was the Welshmen who who had to kiss the nipples of a king to make sure that he was the king. You had to show him respect by kissing his nipples. That's why if you didn't have two nipples, you couldn't become king in Wales. Fedorowski, just admit it. No, he was 5'6", which was average height at that time. Actually, a little bit taller. He was taller than Nelson, who was the biggest war hero for the Brits at that time. So Napoleon, it's just propaganda. You're part Dutch as well. Oh. Everyone thinks I'm Dutch. But everyone, this was today's Boonerisms. And more of them will follow. I'll have to read more about the Laurie Shaver case, and I might go live later today and talk about what it's about so we know. Because Brandy will not be covering it. She will be in state, in court. And maybe if we're lucky, we can get her to swing by and give us an update now and again from court. I think that's an idea. If anyone sees Jamie out there, tell her I miss her. She doesn't return my calls anymore. Everyone, thank you so much for showing up and listening to my Boone history hating Swedish talk. I don't know why we always end up there, but thank you so much.
What exhibit are you referring to?
I'm going to make this 100, Your Honor.
All right.
100.
100.
Because it is 100%
100%.
correct.
Objection, Your Honor.
So you literally built a cannon?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
All right, I'm in love.
Go back. Please do that again. Oh, that was the cutest thing I've ever seen.
While I'm waiting for this, did you, whether it's true or not, believe that Mr. Randolph had slept with your wife?
I wouldn't care.
You wouldn't have cared?
No,
Did you believe he had slept with your wife?
no,
Did you believe he slept with your mother-in-law?
probably did. Everybody has.
So there-
Everybody has.